What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Cullen's Music Corner. I'm Cullen The Great. Today we're going to be talking about NBA YoungBoy and Lil Wayne's new track, My Window. When I first heard it, I was kind of like, I don't really listen to NBA YoungBoy. I'm not a big fan of the super auto-tune trap kind of rap, but the more I listened to it, the more I liked it. It also helped that Lil Wayne's verse on this song was impeccable. It was fire. It was so good. So the beat to this song was really cool. It was your typical trap beat. The claps I thought sounded really cool. I liked how they were a little bit louder than everything else there. You had your basic in-your-face hi-hat pattern, the open hat that's kind of going on in there. I think it sounded really good. It fit perfectly with NBA YoungBoy's voice. His lyrics were so-so. They were pretty good. There was a few times where I was kind of getting along to it, but I didn't really like his verse all that much. I think the pre-hook was so-so as well, but the hook itself was very catchy. It was very good. He's one of those musicians that I swear auto-tune is made for. It's like that plug-in. It makes everybody sound good, but it makes certain artists sound really good. And he's one of those artists that it makes sound really good. Gotta fuel up, His voice just sounds really good in auto-tune, so realistically, anything he kind of puts out is going to sound good as long as he's got a good marketing team behind it. It's going to sound appealing to the ears of listeners. Now, the radio, on the other hand, I don't see this one going on there. I don't think he's got very much mainstream appeal quite yet. He does have let me rephrase that. He does have mainstream appeal, but not radio appeal. I don't think his music has quite gotten to that level yet. I don't think that he has quite the stature to surpass what he stands for in the lyrics in his songs to get him on the radio. So hopefully we see him there one day. I have no doubt that we will. He is rising in the game. So I do know he just dropped his new album, Top. The song is a part of that new album. There was a lot of controversy with the cover art. It is very, very, very similar, almost identical to Roddy Ricch's cover art for his album that he just recently released. I don't know if it was him trying to, if it was him inspired by that album, by that piece of work, and by that cover art, and his version of it just lacked creativity, but I do think it is kind of a ripoff of that album cover art. It might be different if he was paying homage to him, if he clearly stated that he works with him, he respects him, this is what he's doing, and I don't think he has said anything like that, so it's just a little too close for my taste, but that's just the cover art. Nobody really cares about that anyways. I just thought it was kind of funny that the box pops off. Roddy Ricch is kind of out there making moves, and they're very similar artists and how they sound and what they rap about, so maybe it was jealousy, maybe it was, like I said, a lack of creativity, but it's like the exact same. The mix of the track was pretty decent. It was good. It sounded professional, but I think it could have been a little bit better. There was quite the noticeable difference in volume between Lil Wayne's verse and NBA YoungBoy's verse. Wayne's verse was much quieter than YoungBoy, and it just was one of those things where I don't know if it was the old school style of mixing that Wayne's engineer is used to that he did, or if it was just they mastered the track before Wayne's verse was on there. It just there's a noticeable difference to my ears, and I think that YoungBoy's verse was also a little bit loud. It almost sounded like he was fighting for room with the beat, with the instrumental, if that kind of makes sense. But it sounded good, like in a weird way. It sounded like that was almost how it was supposed to be. And I'm sure nowadays all pop music, all hip-hop music, the vocals are the main focus point. They want to be, the artists want them out in front. They want them to be heard. So I think that's what they were trying to go for in here. But I do think they could have been turned down just a tad bit. Speaking of Wayne's verse, like I said, he just popped off in this song. I would listen to it again and again and again and again just for Wayne's verse. Realistically, if I could hear the hook, Wayne, and then cap it off with another hook, I think that song would be top 10. You're definitely going to have to check it out. Wheezy is classic Wheezy in this song. Very good with the wordplay, his syllables. You read the lyrics, he says something, and then you read the lyrics, and it just totally blows your mind. So, giving this song an 8 out of 10, giving the last 3 songs an 8 out of 10. There's just been some good music coming out recently, y'all. You got to go check it out. But I'm probably not gonna do an album review to YoungBoy's album Top. Like I said, I'm just not that into this kind of music, and it is a fairly long album, so I can't see myself sitting down and forcing myself to listen to it. But I'm sure it's going to be a really good album. Yeah, guys, that just about does it for me at Cullens Music Corner. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out my reviews. If you liked what you saw, go ahead, click that subscribe button. If you disagree with my YoungBoy Lil Wayne song review, go ahead, let me know down in the comments, guys. I'll try to get back to you as quickly as I can. And of course, don't forget to follow me on the gram at Kyle.Cullen8, or you can check me out on Twitter at freaking KyleMan_. Obviously, you know what it is. Go hit them streaming service links under Cullen The Great Music. You'll find me all there, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Till next time. Peace.